What's up, guys? Sorry, having some technical difficulties getting the stream up. I changed a couple settings, and it's just not being as smooth as I would like it, honestly. But whatever. So, I'm just trying to a little bit higher latency, just so the stream's a little bit more smooth. I've been having some problems with my sound because of my graphics card failing. It's all because of this, computer. Like I said, the computer's basically shit, so it can't be helped, I guess. But So yeah, we're gonna be talking about a new Divine Fire dungeon that seems to be coming out, and it does look like it's teamed, and it looks like there's a series of like 3 or 4 bosses in it, and basically every boss has a higher and higher chance of dropping Demon Eye, and then the very last boss is like super high, but it has like a 50% chance of dropping Demon Eye, so you're like basically guaranteed to get a Demon Eye every day. I don't know how much DPS you actually need to do this boss, but I do know that it's completely possible to do it in like a team as small as 3 or 4. Because I seen some duo teams that did like the first 3 bosses on the Chinese servers, and then I saw some people who had full teams that were doing the last bosses. And it looks like the way this works is the percentage basically doubles, so it's like 5%, like 10%, 20%, and then like 50% ish, 40, 50% for the very last boss. But it does look like it's worth doing because I was seeing a couple people who were doing their daily runs of this D-Fire dungeon, and they were getting like 2 demon eyes per run. I guess the reason they are doing this is basically like if you compare the Genesis fires, right? Genesis fires give like what is that, like 25 jungle fire, and you need like 100 or something in order to make a like 1 through 3. So you basically need 4. Well, the demon eyes give 5 jungle fires, right? When you decompose them, and you need like 40 to actually make one. So it's actually like you need a lot more demon fires. You need twice as many as you would with Genesis to make 1 through 3. So I think that's the reason they ended up making this new dungeon. I'm not completely sure what all the reasoning behind it was, but it seems like it's gonna be a good update, basically because like if you really pay attention with this game, I've noticed that there's a lot of times where people are trying to like get demonized, right? And there's no teams, nobody does enough damage. Like I just tried to do whatchamacallit. I tried to do a Dragon Continent boss, right, yesterday with Goro and a couple other people, and I couldn't even do it. It was like so bad. Um, yeah, I don't really know what to say because I was really disappointed that nobody was able to do any more than like even double. Like, is this the? Yeah, no, it's passive. Nobody was doing like more than 30k damage. We had Night Raid, who's a fucking noob, but whatever. We had Night Raid. We had Dark Stuff. Um, a person from Millionaires Club. Marie, I think. I think it was like one of the leaders or something, or somebody, and she did like I don't know, like maybe 40, like no, like 35 million damage per second, and then we had like, and then Goro, so me and Goro. And Goro was doing 120 million damage per second. I was doing like 43 million. And my bar looked like Goro's bar looked like this. Mine looked like this, okay? And then Dark Stuff, who's the next guy behind me, was like this. Was like literally looked like he was almost doing like only half, okay? And then everybody else was like almost half of his. Like we had Night Raid, and then the guy afterwards, Justice Noob, who were only doing like 15 million damage, and they had full Hellfires. So I'm not trying to like pick on anybody, but I'm just realizing like this whole new D-Fire update is like ridiculously hard for some people because like people are expected to dish out like 50 million damage in order to actually do hero Eternal Hell, and like nobody can do that. Like I can do the bare minimum. If I could find a team to do Eternal Hell, I could do it, but barely. Like I only do like 43 million, and fucking 99% of the server only does like 15 million, 18 million. And so, yeah, I think that they made it a little too hard compared. Like, I think that what the problem is they were expecting like the servers to be like a very particular amount of like active, but that's just not the way the servers are. There's nobody really that active, so you can't. I don't know. I don't really like hold it against the individual players for being noobs, okay? But I do find it annoying that you got these people that have to like completely carry the game, or you can't even do something as simple as Eternal Hell on Hero in order to get your own D-Fire up. I really don't know why they did that. It's super annoying to me because I think it's really reasonable to think that there needs to be like a benchmarker that's reasonable. Like I think the damage entrance requirement to do Eternal Hell should be a full set of Hellfires, okay? But that's not what I have, for example. I can do enough damage, but barely, okay? And oh, sorry, here we go. I gotta go to my main. I have a 2020 Demon Eye, okay? With really good substats, 2-star, okay? I have another one I'm making, but I got really unlucky with the Death Stare, okay? It's a fucking level 0. Said fucking this game. And so I got really bad luck on my roll. And so if you consider that like a top level 20 with really good stats, okay, it's like 2,100, and a top Demon Eye with top stats is 3,200. So like basically 1,000 or more powerful. Then it really puts in like perspective that like there's really no way to do Eternal Hell if you all have Demon Eye. So it's like they kind of expect it to where somebody has to like pay money, right, in order to do it. And I think that's a little bit unfair to the players because you shouldn't have to spend money to be able to do content, especially if you're marketing as free to play. I think that if this dungeon goes in, like I've seen on the Chinese servers, I think it really needs to be made in a way that it's anybody can do the first like boss or two out of these 4 bosses. Because I can't, like I said, it's really hard to know what the damages are because they compress the numbers and there's like Chinese characters. So I don't know if it's like 200 million damage a second or 200,000 or 20 million. I can't, it's hard to tell. And so, I just think that by the time that level 70 Divine Fire is out, I think most players should have had a reasonably easy time to finish up getting Demon Eyes. Because, like, the other thing that's really weird about D-Fire rank, okay, is if we look at my rank, okay, and we look at, so my rank is like 70, okay? Now, which is really interesting, is if we go and we look at people who are in the top 50, we got these 2 guys that actually have less D-Fire than me, okay? Now, you might be wondering, how do these people with less D-Fire have a higher level than me? And it's quite simple. They promoted, okay? Now, I think this is a really weird system to where it's like you get BP added depending on your rank, but your rank isn't completely controlled by your total points. It's also your promotion. So, oh, what the hell? I died. Oh shit. That's what I get. I'm too busy talking. But yeah, the fact that rank is not just determined by the total number, but also how many times you promoted. So, I feel like it's a little bit of a I don't want to say scam, but like a misleading thing about this game, because like how am I expected to be able to get the required amount of stuff if I can't get it through farming. I have to buy the auction. Like, for example, on my main, I'm this close to just buying the 8 slot Hellfire on the weekend auction on Sunday or the next Red Abyss because I'm never going to get an 8 slot at this rate. It's going to literally take forever. And the fact that I spent 3,000 EP for my, my second slot, or maybe it was 2,000, I know that I can spend 4,000 EP and it's going to save me months. Like, not weeks, months. I'm literally going to take months to get an 8 slot at this rate. So, I don't know, man. I just think they're really slacking on, like, how well they're, like, balancing this, because it doesn't make any sense how you're supposed to get any of it unless you're spending money. And like me, I'm in a position where it doesn't really matter because I have this event, and most of my streams are getting like 20, 30 views before I even put it on my normal page. So I don't really have a problem getting EP, but I know a lot of other people are, and I just don't think it's reasonable to say you have to spend $40 for one flame, right? I mean, that's expensive if you think about it. 4,000 EP is $40, right? So you got to spend 4,000 for the 7 and 8, and that's if you get really lucky and you opened up 2 chests and they weren't duplicates. God damn, fucking mosquitoes! I got it finally. So you have to spend what, $80 to get the 7 and 8. Then you have to spend $60 to get the 5 and 6. And then you have to spend $60 to get the 1, 2, and 3, right? It's like, how is that reasonable? I just don't. Oh, and 4. You got to spend another $30. So you got to spend $90 on 3, and 4, 5, 6. You got to spend $80 on 7 and 8. Then you got to spend $60 on 1, 2, 3. So it's like you basically got to spend $200-300 US to get full Demon Eye. And like I was saying earlier, Demon Eye is not even relevant for very long because the update on the Chinese servers for level 70 D-Fire only happened like 6 months after 65. So like they barely gave you enough time on Chinese to even get level 65 D-Fire, and then they were like, oh yeah, here's the Spider Queen boss and here's the other guy. So now you're gonna have to go get the Void. I think they're like, I don't know what they're called, but they look like Void Fire or something like very similar to the Void Spark stuff. They're like, I don't know if I could get a picture of it, but I'll try to get a picture of it on the other tab actually really quick after we do this part because I just want to finish this. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But okay, let's try to find it. Eudemons Online. Oh, you know what? Let's go to the Chinese guys thing and just look up the actual name of it. Let's find this guy. I want to know what the names translate to. I'm very curious. Now that I'm learning some Chinese kanji because of Japan, I might be able to figure out how to translate it a little bit. Because he puts the name of the game in the front just like anybody else does, and so you'll see his... Oh, he puts Eudemons Online. He doesn't actually say anything past that. That's kind of annoying. Oh, so he's got he actually has the Godfire thing. Okay. He has a video on Godfire. Let's view it. I'm going to view it really quick because it's a live stream. And I'm just going to check what the names are in Chinese and if there's any way that I can actually translate it. Because they're much stronger. So if I show you this quick, I'm giving you credit, Mr. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. It's Chinese, man. I don't speak Chinese. But so we got the new boss right here. Okay. And as you see, this particular one is 2 bosses. There's twin dragons, okay? All the new bosses after this next update are multiple bosses, okay? So, for example, on the Chinese server, the hardest one is this twin dragon one, but as you can see up here, there's other bosses as well. So I think it's one. I think there's 1, 2, and then 3. So this makes 4. And then on the other one, there's a spider. Then there's like this golem, and then there's like this bigger, like a single dragon kind of big, or maybe not. I can't. I know there's 4 bosses on that one too, and this one is level 65 stuff, and this one is like a dungeon that you can duo, like the first 2 or 3 bosses, or you can solo. And the last boss is super hard, but if you're able to kill them, then you're able to get if you're able to kill them, you're able to get like almost a 50% chance of a Genesis, and I think it's pretty high Genesis too. Personally, let's see what happens when he finishes. Let's see what these look like quick. I'm actually really curious to see what they look like. All right, it looks like he killed him. Okay, so we can't read those, I guess, but let's do this again. So the names aren't actually visible. I don't know. Those look very similar to the void shards in my opinion. And as you can see, it looks like they have Death Stare 0, 1, and 2 star, just like Demon Eye. But the max, as you can see at level 20, is 1,950. So let's go back to my game, okay? And let's compare how strong those are compared to Genesis, okay? So we go into D-Fire, and the max is 780, and the max is 1,230. So basically, this is 4 times stronger, 3 times stronger than Hellfires, okay? They're almost twice as strong as Demon Eyes. And the crazy thing is if you look on this guy's stream, okay, so let's go back for 1 second. Let's make sure I'm still attacking. Oh, shit. Let's go. Oh, I gotta convert him actually, anyways. Let's go back on her. I don't want to accidentally click him off. We're gonna go back on him, okay? And then we're going to show you that there's a higher level. So as you see, there's a gold one, and the gold one is better, I think, than the whatchamacallit. The gold one is better than the purple one. At least that's what it appears to me in these videos, okay? And so I wish I could get a little bit, it's just the same thing. All right, we're gonna check this one last thing, and then we're gonna get off the Chinese YouTube, I guess. Okay, let's look at what he got. So he got a shitty one. Those are only like So as you can see, he's got the gold ones. Damn it, I really want to see what they look like. It looks like what he's trying to do is he's trying to swap base stats, and so he's trying to pay attention, like how good they are. Wait. I want to look. Let's go back one more time. I want to see this. So the maximum we know for the 3 is 1,980. I want to compare and see what it's like for his main. So yeah, look at how much better the gold is. Okay, the gold is 2,902 for a level 20. And this one max is only 1,980. So it's a really big difference. So obviously the gold ones are the better ones. But like the reason I'm trying to put this out here so much is don't get so wrapped up in the Demon Eye people, because they're gonna be so obsolete after level 70 that they're literally gonna be like 1/3 as good as the new stuff. And not only that, but they make it super easy to get the new stuff right before level 70. So they, like I said, they have a dungeon, and there's 4 bosses. There's a spider. There's something else, and they all drop Hellfire guaranteed, and they all drop like all the way up to a 50% of Demon Eye. And this can be done with what looks like as little as 20 million damage per player in a 5-man team is enough to do the whole dungeon. And so, and this is a permanent thing. It's like it's a new add-on. So when they go into quests, oh no, sorry. Where the fuck? Where do you do your day? Oh, I don't have it unlocked on her yet. Okay, so when you go onto your events and you go into instances, it shows up on a new tab, and I don't know if it is Ancient Fire Tomb, but it's something kind of similar. And so basically, so basically, it's going to be a whole new instance thing. It's going to be separate from Ancient Fire Tomb, and you can basically do the quest 1 or 2 or 3 times. Probably, I think it's twice to the video I saw, and then you can do Ancient Fire Tomb twice. So you get like, what is that, like 4, 2, 2. So that's, you get 10 chances every day to get a Demon Eye. Very soon, I think we're gonna have the quest for Demon Eyes coming on like this January. So the optional quest that gives you like a couple instances for a team per day where you have 4 bosses to kill. I think that's going to come out around January for us. I could be wrong, but I think it's coming soon. And then after that, I think after like 2 or 3 months compared to when I was watching this videos, 3 months later they get level 70. And then level 70 is like way better. So there we have it. It has been officially shown on my stream first and confirmed, courtesy of that YouTuber, whatever his name is. And yeah, so don't waste your time too much on Demon Eyes. And again, I wish that they were to release this quest sooner, though, because I don't want just 3 months between a quest for easy Demon Eyes and then the new super powerful level 70 D-Fires. I wish they would space it out a little bit more, but you know TQ, they're just going to rush it. And because we're English servers, we might not even get 3 months between the things. I might just say, oh, okay, well, we have everything done now. Here's everything at once. So you never know. You never know. But because, like, if you think about it, the Chinese servers had, like, 5 years to build up Goddess, and we got Goddess in 2018. And then a year later, we had all the D-Fire stuff come out, and they had 5 years to build up damage for the D-Fire, release. And so we had a lot of problems when Genesis first came out too, because nobody could do enough damage to do any of the quests. I remember that people weren't even able to do fucking Lava Shrine for the first like month because like nobody had any built up damage from the Goddess, and because it came out like right around the same time. Actually, yeah, no, they came out at the same time. Goddess came out, and then like a month later, it was D-Fire, if I remember correctly. And so yeah, basically, it's close to impossible to get the same amount of time as the Chinese server, obviously, but I would still like a little bit of time in order to like do an easier quest and get full Demon Eye that way without spending actual money. All right, now on to the second topic of this video. Okay, the September sale. Boy, do I have a lot to say about the September sale. I seriously cannot believe how much they boned us with this sale, because the only pet that has like a significant discount is like, let me show you. Okay, this really grinds my gears, all right? And I'm not trying to be a dick, but like, seriously, I don't know what the hell they were thinking with this. Okay, so the only reasonably priced Eudemon is the Fantasy Cat, okay? This Fantasy Cat is, where is it? Here, 1000 EP, all right? Now, I'm going to show you their stats showed on the Eudemon website, okay? So this is straight from the source. This isn't me speculating or being a douchebag. This is them admitting, basically, that this is a really shitty Eudemon, alright? So we go to, where's the profiles? More, okay. Here we go. Okay, let's bring this up over here where it's supposed to be. Alright, now, oh, you know what, actually, because this is all related. Okay, where is he? This guy's total shit too. Here we go. Okay, its main attributes is P attack and M attack. So it has a maximum P attack and a minimum M attack growth cap. I don't even know what the fuck is the point of that, because they're all sub attributes. You can't train these up, and they're fucking dog shit. They're only it's literally a gold crown is 40 is 40 attack growth cap. So if you go and you go back to the tab this into the home, right, and you go back to Eudemon profiles and you look at all the Eudemons, and then you do like single stat rankings, and you do like major, and you go into max P attack, okay? Okay, a Lanner is 56, which is a free Eudemon, alright? You can get this for free, okay? You go to M attack, right? You get the jewel and stuff, which are all really easy to get. You can get these from... Wait, what the fuck? The maximum M attack on a fantasy cat is actually pretty good. Huh. So maybe it's the M attack that makes them good, but this isn't major though. This is minor. So this is something. So unless it starts with perfect stats, basically, it's not very good. But then you also got to remember too that you can bring this above the cap if it's a major stat, right? You can just compose it forever with 31.5s and 25 stars. So just forever, just increase its stats. So personally, this is still dog shit, because unless you're gonna like use this as a brand new account, which why would you throw 1k EP at the window? Just say, oh, okay, here, automatic max growth pet. It sounds really stupid. So I don't know. For me, big waste of time. It's not that cool. It's not a mount. All of its attributes are really subpar. And the reason I'm saying to keep a mental note of this is because if we go into the mall, all right? So we go into mall, right? And we go to Eudemon eggs, right? And we just look at the stuff and what the main attack attributes are and what the price is. If we go into, let's go to warrior ones first, okay? So we got Moonlight Rabbit is the same, but it's their main attributes. So if you really wanted to, you can compose them a little higher. Okay. You look at Lovebird Pack. I don't even know if this is supposed to be a max P attack growth limit is 39. So this is a main attribute, so you can push it higher, and it's only 58 EP. All right. We got this little guy, 45 main attribute P attack limit, so better. It's the same as a panda. And again, it's main, and it's only 59 EP. You look at these are really pointless to buy because you can buy these for gold. So I would never buy any of these for gold on this. Okay, she's M attack, P defense, M defense, P attack, and min. All really meh stats though. And then we got things like Spirit Mikai, which this is actually good because these can actually be used as hereditaries, I guess. So if you're really having a problem with this game, you can use these as a hereditary instead of the like the P attack Layla and stuff. If I could redo it, I would actually probably do this because this I can trade between different characters and I can just build it as high as I want. Could probably get it to 70 star pretty quickly. I wish I would have thought of that before, but I didn't, and so I don't know. I feel like since I've already gotten the P attack Lila kind of high, there's no point in doing this. But yeah, they're pretty garbage too. Um, but like I said, I would say this is worth it. This is worth 300 EP if you don't feel like jumping if you want to be able to build a hereditary knight a little faster by a spirit Mikai. Okay, so there's a lot of pets in here that are much better. Okay, and I say much better than the any of the pets that are on sale, and they're way cheaper. So I don't really know what they were thinking. And yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not trying to be like a super Debbie Downer here, but I really wish that Eudemons would have thought the sale together more through, and they would have put more Eudemons on sale that were actually worth it. Because like, the Dream Fairy Ruby for 18,000 EP is like okay, I guess. Like if I were to buy her from the mall, here we got to buy 100. She'd be 1,888 EP. So basic 18,000. So it's basically a 1,000 EP sale. I mean, that's not huge. I mean, I'm really not trying to be a dick because like I appreciate TQ and I like how they're letting me do events, but I really feel like the events and all the content right now and like the balance of the game has been super subpar recently. And it could be because they're trying to build the mobile version of the game and stuff. But like it shouldn't be us as players. It shouldn't be our problem, our responsibility to compensate for the fact that they're making these huge mistakes because they're also trying to rush a mobile version. They should have two separate teams for that. And if they can't manage having two separate teams, then well, they should just work on the PC version because that's what they have, and that's where all the players are right now. I mean, that's just my personal opinion, obviously, but I really don't see what it's accomplishing by doing that. And these are kind of interesting because they have the what were halters now as actual egg pets. So if you really wanted to, you could get the pumpkin carriage, and you could get the skybreaker pack. Blah 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 blah. If there's anything that I would probably buy, for like if I had the money to burn and I didn't care, it'd probably be the pumpkin carriage. I think that looks pretty cool, and I like Halloween and shit. So whatever. All right, so let's go back to let's go get this last advanced skill thing done, and then we're gonna just grind to like level I don't know level 75 or some crap, and then call it a day. Try to see. Actually, you know what's interesting? I almost feel like I'm less behind now that I changed the settings on this, which is kind of interesting. It seems like I'm only like 4 or 5 minutes behind now. For instructions. So I might go back to the other latency because like I kind of liked having a little bit of a time delay because it allowed me to like prepare if I messed anything up. But whatever. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just hoping that when they have like Glory Battlefield and they have the Universal O dungeon out, it's gonna make things a lot better. Because like I was telling you before, another big update that's coming is this. It's like Karya, but instead of getting Saints, it's all about getting main composing, and so it's really useful because you don't have to like dick around trying to just get marks from Saint shards. You can also try to get marks from main composing. So yeah, you have a dungeon now that's in the Chinese server, and you do it, and the entire benefit to it is you can make Saint 31.5s. You can make um, 25 stars if you want, whatever the ticket value is for the particular universal. And I think it's timed just like Karya is, but luckily the times are different, so you can be doing this one and then jump to Karya. It's one of the reasons there's a lot of people on Chinese servers right now that legitimately have uh I think 800 stars. I was seeing there's a lot of 800 and 1,000 stars, and it's really common there. And these are new pets; these aren't old pets. But again, they have more sources for special XP balls. They have more sources for universal 30s and 31.5s, and for saints. So it does make more sense that everything is geared a little bit differently now. Okay, so yeah, let's get the stuff leveling up. All right, let's go to Misty Marsh and let's do this part quick. Oh yeah, let's I have to admit, giving away the free expansion scrolls is pretty nice because before you were always stuck with the default. Once you made a new account, you had to spend money to get the extra 10. Alright. My stream data is all over the place today, but yeah, I don't know. I think they're going in the right direction on the Chinese server, and I just want to make sure that here, what's the prices here? Yeah, those are decent prices actually. I'm actually gonna buy up all that shit, I guess. I don't know. It's not quite as good of a deal as I'd like, but I do have these 28s here. So I'm just gonna keep it at this because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for one more shard pack that's recently priced, like between 300 and 310, and then I'm gonna go ahead and buy that one because I'm gonna make my other half of the shards tomorrow. Tomorrow night, and then that'll bring her to 164 star with me only spending like 600-700 EP, right? So that's like kind of the way that I do the strategy. As you saw yesterday, I had like 8,200. Now I'm at 7,800, and I have enough for one more markup, right? So it's just like I'm trying to mitigate my cost by still doing Karya once a day. It would be even better, right, if I did it twice a day, blah blah blah. But it's just I don't really, man. I'm staying up too late, and I'm waking up too late, so it's just hard for me to do the other two Karyas. All right, let's go back to getting this stuff up because I want to get both of their energies maxed. So I can't fly. Oh, well, I got a predator that way. That's interesting. Come on. Oh well, I got an hour blessing pack. Fuck you. That's not what I want. I want XP, bro. Whatever. Yeah. Gotta kill some giants, I guess. I'm probably gonna try to do this as like a 45-minute stream, so I'm probably gonna quit in about 6 minutes. I just feel like shortening up my streams a little bit because I know being like an hour is a little bit on the long side probably, and I have other shit I could do with my life. So we're gonna end the stream in about 7 minutes, and then we'll call it a day, I suppose. But I do appreciate the huge influx of views. Like I said before, I was getting like maybe 2 or 3 viewers in the whole time I was streaming. Now it's to the point to where like I have like 16 playbacks and like 7 or 8 concurrents all at once. It's nice because that means that by the time that the stream is finished, I've already had like 16 to 20 views, and I only got to get 10 more in order to actually finish it. So it's pretty nice. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh wow, that's unlucky. I actually did it. Get it. So as soon as we're done with Misty Marsh is when I'm gonna call it a stream. Oh, 45 minutes. I'll give 45 minutes. Damn it. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot I'm not gonna do a lot of damage. Huh? This is for the Violet Stone, right? I think. Come on. Oh, the damage is so low on new accounts, huh? Dude, is that fish? I don't even think that's actually skin. That looks like fish that have like had their textures changed a little bit, like a group of fish with changed texture. That's funny. Okay, now we gotta do the Violet Stone, right? I'll try. Oh, it's 100% at this level. Interesting. Now I gotta do. Oh, I already have the. Really interesting. I didn't know I already had a redstone. Okay. I mean, like I said, if I want to make this a little quicker, just use the TP, I guess. Because it's pretty far, I think. Yeah. Kill them banshees. Yeah, skip. Actually, this latency isn't so bad. It's actually less than the version I had before. I'm. Oh my god. Oh well. So my thing was still working. Huh. Oh, so that's what it is. I have both input devices actually working. It looks like. That's interesting. So Huh. So that's why my audio sounds weird, is because I have one thing that's always working and then another one that's just working sometimes. Because if I turn this off, I still can hear myself. And then if I turn this one on, it sounds better. So yeah, it's just my audio drive a little weird, huh? Whatever. Well, thank God you guys actually heard me. Holy shit, that would have sucked. I mean, no, it's not any better that I just had like what is that, like 40 minutes of really bad quality. All right, we're gonna go past 45 minutes because of that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you guys at least like 10 minutes of good quality audio. God damn. All right, whatever. All right, so I think this is enough. I think I might need 5, but I think this version only needs. Okay, no, it needs. Oh no, it does. Okay, sweet. I don't know, man. I just gotta hope that the Warlord is gonna be decent. Like, I'm gonna buy the Warlord. I'm definitely gonna save up the EP for that, and not spend it from the YouTuber event that they when they give me the payouts for it, because 2,888 EP is actually worth it for this, because like I said, I did the cost breakdown, and after you manage to get like past level 40, at least with the last one, you got like the same value back. And then once you got to like level 50, the amount of value and free stuff that you got was like 3 times. So like it jumps up after level 40. Like by the time you're at like level 60, and if you got to a level 100, your premium bonuses from having Warlord was like 7 or 8 times more than the worth of what you spend. But it's weird because it does not cap off until you're like almost halfway done with Warlord, and then it will become um, valuable. All right, let's go back to Misty Marsh. I don't even know why they bothered with the defensive circle thing, because you already get that now. They really need to update that. I think that's just silly. Now we're gonna go ahead and quick travel here. How far do I gotta travel for this? Not far. Kind of. Yeah. There's seriously no way to just move through it. That's weird. You're flying now, but you can't fly like just past this little barrier. Huh? Whatever. Who cares? All right, we're gonna get this last part done with better audio, and then we're gonna move to the and then we're gonna end the stream. So we're at 8 minutes, no, 7 minute delay right now. That's not so bad. I think what happens is as the stream gets longer, the delay kind of like gets a little bit bigger. So by the time I'm at an hour, it's almost a 10 minute delay. I mean, that's fine with me. I don't really care. But the reason I always find it odd, like I always am kind of afraid to like stop at around the 15 minute to 1 hour mark, is I always get like a crap load of concurrent viewers, like in the last 10, 15 minutes of the stream. And then I end the stream, and then there's no other way I can get the viewers. So I don't really know what to do with that. It's really frustrating, but yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, I already got the new Eudemons. It's nice. Definitely put this out. Actually, I'm actually amazed, because I actually originally thought that the rose blade could be upgraded, but I guess not. All right, so yeah, whatever. All right, we're gonna finish this bitch, and then we're gonna end the stream. I'm gonna officially end the stream. Oh man, I'm trying to get back on my diet, and it's difficult. Like my lunch was fried chicken. I mean my dinner, but it was like short of my calories limitation, so I think I had like 1,500 calories today maybe, and I'm gonna go run after the stream. So like I'm in the green zone, but man, it's been miserable. No joke. All right. Come on. So we're at 51 minutes, and my playback's at 45. So it's not that big of a latency at all. So it actually made the latency faster because I remember before I'd have to wait 15 minutes before the stream would catch up. So it's better. It's interesting that they. Okay. Personally, I like the old system of God's Treasure. Now, if anyone doesn't remember, when God's Treasure first came out, close to 3 years ago, I think, basically the way it worked was every pack had to be opened individually. So you would open one, it would only count for one. And the reason I say I preferred it is let's pretend you have five God treasures and you open them up and you accidentally exit out of the spin wheel because like you weren't aware of that, it will spend all five at once. So you just wasted four treasures because you accidentally exited out of the one. Or you could DC, right? You could disconnect and then boom, all gone. So I personally find it really frustrating the new system. I think they need to try to be a little bit more cautious of the whole thing. But whatever. Okay, so thank you. All right, so now we're gonna do this upgrade for Tifa, and then we're gonna end the stream. Because I think 52 minutes, 53 minutes is fine. I think it needs to be longer than that. Oh, it actually spends PP for that. I've never actually read this thing. Actually, never ended up watching that before. But yeah, I have most of the P stones, by the way, for getting the P10 upgrade on my wad. So I'll be 1,680 BP tonight because I have enough Eudemons between my mannequins to do the full 200 mark. So he'll be 152. I'll be at 1,680, and then if I spend EP on special XP balls, then I'll have the Lila to 164 tonight. So I'll be at 1,681. But in Celebrity Hall, my BP will be 1,602, which is only 18 behind Night Raid, who is somebody who uses BP gems, and I'll officially be like ranked 14th on the server again. So with the merger, I went all the way down to like 25th place. Now I'm all the way back up to like almost 10th. So I'm pretty happy about it. My BP will only be 60 behind Nina Uzupunk, and I'll basically have been caught up to everyone else, it looks like. So, yay for that. Let's convert her again, though. It's kind of annoying. But looks like it'll be 1,700 BP by the next payout. And then we're going to shoot for 1,750. And then after I get 1,750, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap up the, the pure BP chase. And then I'm going to focus on building up my fin. But I did get confirmation from Goro too and a couple other people that sadly you cannot have a panda with 2 limited because it is a rare, and I guess the rares are limited. So the only thing I could do would be a Rose Knight Tifa, the new pet that's coming out that I see on the Chinese server, but I don't know when the fuck that's coming out. Or obviously just like a wand or something. I'm gonna use Rose Knight Tifa because her attack growth rate is higher than Panda. Actually, it's almost as high as a fucking Lanner, but she's got way more defense and a really high HP growth rate. So I could probably get her HP all the way to 40,000 once I have her up to like 12 stars composes. And for me, that's high enough. I think 40,000 HP with a higher defense than a Panda will actually make for a really good pet. So we'll end up doing that, I guess. Okay, so we're gonna go back into town and then we're gonna call it a stream, I guess. It's been almost an hour, and I got to share every topic that I put in the title. So I think it was a pretty good run. It worked. Well, next stream is going to be another on-topic stream, and then Saturday and Sunday I might go a little bit over the actual events. Sadly, I'm not going to be able to do any content for nighttime stuff on American server on Saturday because me and my wife are going to be up in the mountains hiking, and so I won't even be able to do Red Abyss. I'm super pissed about it because Red Abyss is special XP balls, and I won't get any because that's the day she wants to hike. But I will be doing the Sunday event stuff, and yeah, better than nothing, I guess. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And I will be seeing you guys next time.